Welcome to another edition of You Heard, a show that highlights local news, arts such as music, poetry, dance, and much more, as well as sports around the Huntington area. I'm Andrew Harrison, bringing a fresh new take around Marshall's campus and its community. Decades ago, a plan was put in place. This plan embodied an academic program looking to showcase its students' talent and enrich their learning capabilities. Reporter Sabrina Hurst gives us an inside report on the opening of a building this past week that fulfilled the plan the School of Art and Design had dreamed of all those years ago.
Beautiful, iconic, and revolutionary. These are just a few terms that are used to describe the new Visual Arts Center. A large crowd gathered to witness Marshall President Dr. Stephen J. Kopp, Dean of the College of Arts and Media, Donald Van Horn, and several others celebrate the opening and ribbon-cutting ceremony of the new facility.
These projects are so important to Marshall University in our future because they provide opportunities that don't exist other places.
The 66,000 square feet Visual Arts Center, a cost of $13.7 million, paid for through bonds and donations, incorporates the original feel with the new look of the building inside and out.
Each floor of the building features artwork by both alumni and fellow students. But to find creativity and inspiration, you don't have to look any further than the building itself.
The new director of the School of Art and Design, Sandra Reed, not only sees this as a new path, but an ultimate game changer for the program.
I think it's a game changer. I think it makes opportunities for the city and for the students because they can support each other and be engaged in all sorts of ways, and internships, and just having the liveliness of students and the kind of input and expertise of all the businesses is going to be good for everyone.
Not only are the students going to be able to display, appreciate, and observe the work of their peers, so too will the community. Many members of both the Marshall community and the Huntington community witnessed a plan finally completed. Huntington Mayor Steve Williams feels that this new facility will transform the downtown area of the city.
It's hard for me to contain my excitement to just imagine 300 students in downtown Huntington. And it's not just 300 students, 300 young, creative visual arts students. It's going to transform our downtown.
The mayor is not the only one to feel the same way of excitement and rejuvenation. Councilman Dave Ball went a step further as he described this opening and the art as a lifeblood of this city.
I can remember this building as the Anderson Newcomb building. In fact, I may have actually tried on my senior class suit in this very building. To see this building come back to life again is one of the most exciting things to happen in downtown Huntington in recent years.
Here at the Marshall University Visual Arts Center, the community of Huntington can begin to develop a better sense of appreciation for art, while students can begin to develop an interest and showcase their work as well. Many generous contributions have been made to make this facility a reality here on 3rd Avenue. This is Sabrina Hurst. You heard?
When we come back, we'll take a look at a storied history inside the communications building, and also a festival that has gone on for 5 years that brings Huntington musical talent to light.
Nationally accredited, affordable, convenient. MU Online, your best decision ever.
Welcome back to You Heard. I'm Andrew Harrison. On to a story that represents history here on Marshall's campus, a history that has resided in the communications building for decades.
WMUL 88.1 FM is Marshall University's student broadcast radio station, which happens to be located on the second floor of the communications building on campus. Established in 1961, WMUL is West Virginia's first non-commercial educational radio station. The facility manager of WMUL is Dr. Charles G. Bailey, who has been in charge since 1985. Executive Director Adam Rogers talks to us about what drives the station and him.
I would say the passion that people have here is second to none. Everybody who works here whether they're here an hour a week or 20 hours a week, no matter how much time you put into this place, most everyone here is giving everything that they have. They're giving 110% every day that they work here.
WMUL over the years has become the primary campus leader in news with News Center 88. Also airing public affair programs such as Campus Concern, which revolves around student government and Senate. The ability of WMUL to teach more than just one part of radio is what Rogers says makes the difference when compared to other places.
Well, it's a great way to get involved on campus. You know, it really teaches you so many different things. It teaches you how to interact with people, because you're constantly working with people, not just within the station, but you're working with people outside the station because of so many different events that we do here. We're constantly working with another organization or another group here on campus. So it's teaching you people skills. It's teaching you how to speak on air, and it helps you with public speaking because you're doing a DJ shift, so you're talking into that microphone, or you're doing a news package or a sports package, or you're a sports broadcaster and you're doing play-by-play or color commentary.
Marshall University's athletics, ranging from football to softball, having to be covered by WMUL sports staff, an award-winning team that gives you a different look at Marshall sports.
The most important thing with WMUL is we have a lot of fun. It's a lot of work, and everybody, really, you get out of it what you put into it. But the most important thing is that it builds relationships in the workforce that you're going to need whenever you leave here and you're ready to actually go into the workplace. That's the one thing that we build so well here, and it's a pleasure being part of WMUL, and I invite everyone that's interested in this field to come and join us.
Currently, WMUL has won over 1,200 regional and national awards. Under the leadership of Dr. Bailey, the award list continues to grow every year.
Ritter Park's amphitheater may look empty now, but come Saturday, music will emanate and harmonize the community. From 11:30 a.m. to 10 p.m., a wide array of bands and musicians lined up from across the tri-state to play their own genre of music.
And something I try to do with this festival is showcase our region. So I really like the tri-state region. So everybody performing this year is either from Kentucky, West Virginia, or Ohio.
This festival allows for a family atmosphere, which was always the idea of Ian Thornton.
We really try to fill up and hit as many genres as possible with the event. So it's not just secluded to one certain type of music or anything. Anybody can come and they'll hear something they like for sure.
In the 5th year of this Huntington Musical Festival, the list of performances continues to grow, of artists looking to perform and showcase themselves from across the state. When we come back, we'll talk Marshall Athletics. You're watching You Heard.
The decisions you make today will guide your tomorrows, open new doors, and lead you into the future. Taking pride in your work, knowing the true meaning of tradition, and understanding value comes in many ways. Being close to home, but not too close. Blazing your trail with the help of others. Knowing what you seek is within your reach. We make decisions every day that define who we are. We are Marshall University, your best decision ever.
Welcome back to You Heard. Marshall football's dream has become a reality. As You Heard's Jesse Starkey reports, a new complex has erected, giving the Herd an indoor feel.
Marshall University athletics are on the cutting edge to be the best they can be. After 4 years in the making, the Klein Indoor Athletic Complex is now open.
I've always said from day one when I first got here, nobody will help Marshall. Marshall has to help itself. And our family has to help itself. And you can see that today.
I was excited when he asked me, and my wife Laurel sitting here, when he asked us to participate in this raising of money for this facility, I was excited. Now that I've seen it, I'm ecstatic. This is great. This is great for Southern West Virginia.
An extraordinary day, a vision that some people doubted. And I felt like if I was going to put my name on it, if Mike D'Antoni was going to put his name on it, and with the great leadership and vision that we have had and we continue to have with Dr. Kopp and Mike Hamrick, I knew that this would be a success.
I could recount project after project that's taken place here on this campus and share with you the experiences of the non-believers who, when we started talking about doing these projects, the comment I got was, well, we've heard this all before, but nothing has ever happened. And I said, well, my people and I were not involved. When we say we're going to do something, we do it, but we do it in a first-class way.
One thing I can tell you is that I've traveled the country, I've seen a lot of facilities, and I've looked at a lot of places, and these people have taken your money and your sweat equity, and they've took half the money and turned in twice the facility. I'm assuming Doc's not here and he's getting ready for the game, but anyway, everybody ought to pass on that I'm sure that we didn't build this thing, you guys didn't build this thing for regular season practice, it's for bowl season practice. So let's just remind them what we're going to use it for is bowl season. Thank you guys very much.
With the help of the entire Marshall community, a long-term vision has now become a reality for our Thundering Herd athletes. For Marshall Today, I'm Jessie Starkey.
That will do it for this week's edition of You Heard. Tune in 2 weeks from now as we catch up on more Marshall and Huntington news, sports, and entertainment. I'm Andrew Harrison.